Hello and welcome to the final event of QxQ, this brand new tournament where we have the Quadrilla Survival, one of the original events for this season, and today I'm joined by none other than the Quadrilla man himself, Ramen Powder.
Hello everyone, it is my honor to be here for the grand finale of QxQ. What a tournament it's been. 7 events here and just 3 points separating our top 2 teams, and we have a daunting event here for the final test of this Quadrilla tournament, the Quadrilla Survival. Heats of 8 will go down this track, and marbles will try to finish the course without falling off. If they fall off, they'll get a strike, and if you get up to 5 strikes, you'll be out. The top 4 of each heat advance, and we'll see who can get advancement here.
It's time to begin with Heat 1. The Lunamoths, the point leaders, are in this one, and the Heats, of course, are seeded by the standings, so we have several contenders here. The Mauer Monsters, the Snow Skaters, even the Ferrofluids have a slim chance, and we are off. The Lunamoths will be starting up front, but it's the Mauer Monsters and Ferrofluids who are looking like they're going to be first down the course. Is anyone falling off yet? Ooh, the Lunamoths had a bit of a catch-up there, but I think they're still moving. Ooh, the Ash Flowers, they will get shoved aside by the Snow Skaters, but where are the Lunamoths? I don't see them coming through, and there they are, the Lunamoths, the point leaders, will be the first ones to take a strike. I'm not sure if anyone else in this heat did fall off or get stuck anywhere. We'll have to see, but that was not a good start for the team currently the favorite to win. Yes, they will be the only ones there. You can see the strikes that will come up after each round, and Instar for the Lunamoths is already off to a bad start.
Yeah, that's a disaster for our point leaders here. Still, you need to reach 5 strikes to be eliminated, so still lots of time to recover as one of the marbles goes hurtling off. I think that's the Phantom Flames. And the Lucky Clovers also on the opposite sides. I don't see the Lunamoths though. Are they down there? No, they'll get another strike here. 3 marbles will get strikes in this second round, and critically for our championship leaders, that's their second one. They're in the worst position out of all of the marbles in this heat so far. And this is great news for teams like the Maze Runners in the other heat, as well as the Malware Monsters in this one, who still don't have a strike. 7 teams, no less, can still win this tournament, so the Lunamoths really need to get a move on here, but now we go on to round 3 here.
Looks like the Malware Monsters immediately fell off the track there. They are not going to get down to the end here. I'm not seeing a lot of marbles make it through here. Some teams definitely got stuck. The Phantom Flames, Lucky Clovers, at least this time, will be making it to the end, but this looked like a pretty treacherous round compared to the last few. The Malware Monsters got shoved out pretty much by the Phantom Flames, and the Snow Skaters, Lucky Clovers, they had a bit of a catch-up there, but they did manage to make it to the end. Oh, and it was the Ash Flowers who didn't make it as well. That's another team getting their first strike. Meanwhile, the Snow Skaters and Ferrofluids, despite both having slim chances, are still at 0 strikes so far. But now we move on to the next round. It looks like the Lucky Clovers and Snow Skaters very close with each other, and so you want to try and stay toward the front of this round. Oh, the Brainstorms, I didn't even notice them on the far side there. But either way, the Ash Flowers come across last, and I'm not sure what's went on there. Oh, that was one of their fans that got dislodged there, not the team itself, but I'm not sure what happened there. One of the marbles must have fallen off and hit the fan stands. A bit of a dangerous situation there. But oh, it's the Lunamoths who've fallen off once again. That is their 3rd strike out of only 5 that they have.
Yeah, we're going to do this as long as it takes to get up to 4 marbles eliminated here. The Lunamoths really not in a good position as the Order of Aurora will fall off there. Phantom Flames consistently towards the front here. They'll finish. Lunamoths will finish. That's critical for them. They will not be getting a 4th strike here. I see many of the marbles managed to make it. This wasn't a very treacherous round, even though there were lots of collisions happening in the middle part of this course. So we'll see how this shakes out here. Only 2 marbles getting a strike. It's Flux, the captain of the Order of Aurora, and Lucky Clovers will also get their 2nd strike. Both marbles there getting their 2nd strike. But it evens it up a little bit here as the Lunamoths still have a chance here. The Ferrofluids go hurtling off the course there. And we'll see how they can do here. Ooh, the Lunamoths have been stuck there but getting pushed across the line by the Lucky Clovers. As you said, Quack, yeah, you really want to be towards the front of the course here. That allows you to get bumped by any marbles behind, even if you do get stuck.
The Ferrofluids not looking here. Another one of those teams that's still fighting for it. But of course, that is only their 1st strike. The Snow Skaters somehow still don't have a single strike yet. But the Ferrofluids not looking good as we move on to round 7 now. We're already pretty deep into this event. But the Snow Skaters and Ferrofluids off to the front right now. The starting order is shuffled around a lot. So the Ferrofluids already make it down to the end. The Lunamoths as well, critical for them. But I'm not seeing a lot of the other teams. The Phantom Flames, the Lucky Clovers, I didn't see them. There are the Phantom Flames. And unfortunately, their struggles only continuing this season. But was there anyone else? Ooh, the Lucky Clovers right there. Hit across the edge of the Quadrilla piece. And they will be falling off as well. That is another strike for them, and both of those two very low in the standings. They will be getting their 3rd and 2nd strikes respectively there. Not a great round for them.
And off we go to round 8. It's going to be a long one here, so get comfortable here as we see one of the marbles is going hurtling off. I don't know who that is. The Phantom Flames will make it. Order of Aura, Snow Skaters, Lucky Clovers, and the Malware Monsters will make it. Two of those marbles, that's the Ferrofluids and also the Luna Moths somewhere. We can't see them, but they're getting their 4th strike here in this first heat. It's looking increasingly dire for our championship leaders here. Just one chance remaining. You can see they're perched there, hiding behind the block, but they, the Ferrofluids, and the Ash Flowers will all get a strike. Here, round 9 now. All eyes on the Luna Moths, but still many teams also in danger of elimination soon. The Ferrofluids will fall off there. The Luna Moths will make it. The Phantom Flames will make it. So, the Luna Moths haven't been eliminated just yet from this event, but we'll see how it shakes out. Lots of marbles finishing this round.
Yeah, this one looks like everyone is bringing their A-game now that they know that they're at such risk. But the Luna Moths at 4 strikes, a single strike will be enough to put them out. Meanwhile, the Snow Skaters still don't have a single strike. They know what they have to do to try and win this championship, and they're bringing their all. But still, the Luna Moths are in danger. All eyes on them as they're right now in the mid-pack, as it looks like the Phantom Flames, Malware Monsters coming across the line. The Lucky Clovers, they're the Luna Moths. They will manage to make it through here. Oh, it looks like the Snow Skaters might have fallen off toward the bottom there. Meanwhile, the Order of Aura as well getting stuck. That's another team that's already got a handful of strikes. Oh, and the Snow Skaters flew off way toward the top of the course, and that means everyone now has a strike as we're getting deeper and deeper into this heat. But the Order of Aura with their captain will have their 3rd strike now. They and the Lucky Clovers are starting to look like they might be in trouble as we move on to round 11.
And the Ferrofluids go hurtling off. Another marble as well. Was that the Phantom Flames? I believe that was the Phantom Flames here, as several marbles will make it down. I do see the Luna Moths down there, which means I don't believe any team will be eliminated even after this round. The Ferrofluids, yeah, and the Phantom Flames will both be getting an additional strike here. Ferrofluids will join the Luna Moths there on 4 strikes. Now, those two teams are in danger of being eliminated after the next round, but several marbles are also on 3. So those 4-pointers can just hold on for a bit longer. Several marbles are falling off here. If those 4-pointers can just hold on for a bit longer, they might be able to salvage something. The Luna Moths will make it through, but is that just 3 marbles that have made it through this round? That's a very treacherous round here in this one.
The Malware Monsters and Ferrofluids getting stuck together there. Both of those contenders not looking great. Meanwhile, the Luna Moths doing everything they can since they've been at risk for so long. They're staying consistent. Meanwhile, the Ferrofluids will be the first ones to reach 5 strikes. Their championship hopes are dashed right there. Meanwhile, the Order of Aura, the Luna Moths, and the Phantom Flames all at 4 strikes. Any of them could be going down in the next round. But of course, the Ferrofluids, they're disappointing for them trying to win this championship. They're already a very, very long shot, but unfortunately it will not be happening there. The Phantom Flames are off the course, the Lucky Clovers are off as well, and I believe that already means, ooh, the Snow Skaters almost got stuck there, and the Malware Monsters will get stuck as well. But it looks like the Snow Skaters, the Order of Aura, and the Luna Moths pivotally will still make it through here, but once again, only 3 marbles making it to the end. We will be definitely seeing some DNFs here, seeing some teams go out, and the Phantom Flames, disaster for them once again. They've been struggling so much this season, and as we look at the results table, there they are. Wraith from the Phantom Flames will be going down here as well, joining the Ferrofluids in elimination. An unfortunate end to an unfortunate season for them.
Yeah, for sure. They needed a top 2 finish to even get out of last place, but now every team except the Snow Skaters on 3 or more strikes here. It's anyone's game here as the Order of Aura will fall off. I believe that's them done. The Malware Monsters will finish. The Snow Skaters will finish. They're definitely going to move on here. And the Ash Flowers, also a latecomer here. They will be saving themselves here. Did the Luna Moths make it through? I'm not sure if they did. I believe they might have fallen off. And that might be their championship leaders out of this event. And yes, it is. Them, the Ferrofluids, Order of Aura, and Phantom Flames will be out here. And that means we have our 4 advancing finally from this heat.
The Order of Aura and Luna Moths struggled so much this event, they will not be going on to the next round, but that means that the championship leaders will be going out in this round. As we move on to Heat 2 now with the Maze Runners, Mach 5, Team Toucan, Frostbites, Gold Doubloons, Blade Masters, Overdrives, and Brainstorms. Those first few are championship contenders. And we are off. The Maze Runners will not be starting in front of them, and Mach 5 fly off the track immediately. Meanwhile, several teams bumping into each other, Overdrives fall off, the Gold Doubloons got stuck, and the Brainstorms, there they are, but it looks like we only had 4 or 5 teams make it to the end here. Not a great survival rate here, fitting for the Quadrilla Survival, but Mach 5 not off to a good start if they want to try and win this championship.
Yeah, for sure, but Alternatively, the Maze Runners, just 3 points behind our championship leaders. They have a great chance here. Also, let's not forget the Malware Monsters advancing from the other heat. They do need a top 5 finish, but with them moving on and our championship leaders out, this is a great opportunity for them. But now, we continue on in the second heat here. Not a lot of marbles falling off so far. The Overdrives will make it through. Golden Blooms will fall off through. And the Maze Runners also will join them on the left side. That'll be the first strikes for both of them, I believe. But pretty good from the rest of the marbles. Is that 6 marbles that all managed to finish? Oh, you can see all those collisions happening. The Team Toucan and the Frostbites holding the other marbles up. And yeah, Grain and Trinket will suffer. As a result, both will get 1 strike. Golden Blooms, actually, that's their 2nd strike already after the 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Golden Balloons. Another one of those teams in the mid-pack. It only looks like a few teams are making here. The Golden Balloons get another strike, and the Maze Runners will be making it down here. Pivotal for them. We also pan up. It looks like 3 marbles got stuck on the same layer there. The Frostbites, Brainstorms, and the Blade Masters all struggling right there. But Mach 5 will be making it down to the end after that first round scare. They're looking a little more consistent. Meanwhile, the Golden Balloons, unfortunate for them. Oh, and Team Toucan, they must have rolled far away. I didn't even notice them. But in Heat 2, all of the teams have a strike now, and the Golden Balloons have 3. Suddenly, this heat looks a lot closer. Meanwhile, oh, who was that? I think that was the Brainstorms who just immediately fell off. Meanwhile, Mach 5 are leading the way down the course this time.
Many marbles getting close to the finish. It looks like it'll be another high-scoring round here. The Blade Masters, critically, will be I think, the only marble that doesn't make it to the end here. That's not going to be good for them, as how close it is. Golden Balloon's the only one on 3, and everyone else is so close. All on 1 strike before this, and Blade Masters and actually Brainstorms also will pick up their 2nd strike, but it's still anyone's game here. Even Golden Balloons holding on well here to not get a strike in round 4, and off we go here in round 5 here. The Snow Skaters did such a good job in the first heat to avoid a strike. The Blade Masters will fall off once again, and everyone else that will make it to the end.
It looks like it will be a very consistent round for everyone else here, but of course not a great round for the Blade Masters, who are another one of those teams who've been struggling quite a bit recently. They're the only ones to get a strike here, and now they join the Golden Balloons on 3 strikes. Both of those teams not looking great, as the Brainstorms as well are not looking too safe with 2 strikes, but still everyone else being so consistent here. Oh, the Maze Runners are off, and the Blade Masters are off as well. The Blade Masters, is that their 3rd strike in a row, I believe? It is not looking good for them, as the Maze Runners are off already. The Overdrives come across last there, and it looks like they must have hit the catch basin pretty hard. It's gotten all out of sorts there, but Mach 5 and several of the other contenders are looking pretty solid here, as well as Team Toucan, but we'll have to see when the graphic comes on who got a strike. Yes, it was just the Blade Masters and Maze Runners, but the Blade Masters are on their 4th strike. They're already in danger with only 1 more strike left.
And off we go here in round 7. Only 2 teams are at 3 strikes or more. That's terrible for those teams. They have to hope for a lot of marbles to fall off, as Team Toucan does go hurtling off. We have a couple of marbles that got to the end. The Brainstorms got there really early. I'm not sure if they fell off into the catch basin or if they just finished the course very quickly. We'll have to wait and see. But only a few marbles making it to the end here. Compared to some of the previous rounds where we saw such high scores, we have a lot of marbles getting stuck here. That's 4. Arrow, Arakari, Freeze, and Trinket will all get a strike here. And it evens up once again, but we have another marble that is on 4 strikes as we go on, as we continue on in this event here. The Mach 5 will get it through. Several marbles will get it through. That's the Overdrives, though, that will fall off. And the Blade Masters.
The Blade Masters, their run is already done already in Heat 2, and it is over for them. They were not a contender. They were not anywhere near being a contender, really, but Saber will be going down with so many teams still able to win this, but everyone on 2 strikes now as we move on to the next round. Saber, unfortunate for them, they will be going down. I believe this will guarantee last place for them because everyone in Heat 1 made it past this part. But now we move on to round 9 as the Maze Runners off to a great start once again. Who is that flew off there? I'm not sure, but either way, Team Toucan, Mach 5, and the Maze Runners. Oh, the Frostbites are stuck there as well. They're another team, I believe, that was on 2 strikes, but several teams making it down to the end this time, looking a little more consistent. Oh, is that the Golden Balloons who might have made it off? They're another team that's quite in danger. Did they fall off there? We'll have to see when the graphic comes on, but the Frostbites definitely didn't. Oh, and the Golden Balloons are out. The Golden Balloons, another one of those teams lower in the standings. Unfortunately, they will not be taking a great result here, but that is unfortunate for them. They will be going down here. I believe that also guarantees somewhere around 15th place for them, but very unfortunate, as now we're only down to 6 marbles in round 10.
The overdrives go hurtling off. That's terrible for them. All of these marbles are so close. Everyone on 2 strikes except for 1 marble, but several marbles are going to finish here. The Brainstorms will stall out completely on their own accord. Mach 5 and the Frostbites also falling off. and it's going to be a very low scoring one here. The Maze Runners and Team Toucan, the only finishers here. That's great for those two marbles. They're going to be staying on 2 strikes, the only ones with 2 strikes. They're in the best position to move on here. The Frostbites now in the worst position. They're on 4 strikes, while everyone else is on 3 or 2. But on we go here. Continuing in this event, the overdrives will fall off. Is that their 5th strike? I'm not sure. I think that might be their 4th, but everyone else does seem to make it. I see 4 in the catch basin. There might be a 5th one there hiding there, but the overdrives falling off there. They've really had a rough few rounds in the last few rounds here. They're gonna have to pick themselves up if they want to move on here. They're gonna go on 4 strikes. Gold Doubloons, Blade Masters are done. No one will get on a 5th strike here, but them and Team Toucan will be done here. Now we go on to round 5. Who is that? Who is that who fell off instantly?
I believe that was Team Toucan who flew off immediately there. Meanwhile, Mach 5 making it. Overdrives, Brainstorms, Maze Runners must have gotten down quick there. Meanwhile, as he panned back up, the Frostbites are stuck there. Is that it for them? The Frostbites have been struggling the last couple rounds. Meanwhile, Team Toucan, another team that's getting a strike here. But we'll have to see. There's several teams not looking good after the results of this round. And yes, that will be it for the Frostbites. They are done with their Captain Freeze. Unfortunate for them. Meanwhile, most of the main contenders in this round are still moving on. Team Toucan now look like they're in danger, as the Frostbites unfortunately will be going down here. But we're getting very late into this event. Only 5 marbles remain as we hit round 13. The Brainstorm's leading our way down. Oh, and who was that that flew off? Was that the Overdrives? Are the Overdrives done here? It looks like they might be. The Mach 5 Maze Runners and the Brainstorms all look like they're going to get down. Meanwhile, where's Team Toucan? I'm not seeing Team Toucan at the end. Oh, there they are. They're stuck at one of the alternating blocks, but I'm not sure. Since they're both on their 4th strike, the Overdrives and Team Toucan are, I'm not sure how they're going to count which team goes out here. I believe because the Overdrives fell off the course entirely. Yes, they will be out. Team Toucan will get saved there despite getting their 5th strike here. They will be moving on alongside Mach 5 and the Maze Runners, as well as the Brainstorms. Several main contenders will be moving on to the next round, but unfortunately the Overdrives cannot say the same.
Just about the Overrise will get 12th place. The Luna Moths critically will get 10th place. I believe that is still enough to stay in contention here. They're on 95 points after their points have been added, but the Maze Runners just 1 point behind after they've added their 8 points. Malware Monsters also in the hunt, as well as Mach 5. Several of the teams all behind the Luna Moths in close proximity to pass our championship leaders, but now we get ready for the final here. We'll do this as long as it takes until we have 1 gold medalist, and off we go. One of the marbles will fall off. The Ash Flowers are stuck here. But the Mach 5, the Lucky Clovers also jump into the catch basin. Mach 5 will make it. Maze Runners will make it. Malware Monsters, I believe, will make it. That's our 2nd to 4th place teams all making it in this first round. Great start by our championship challengers.
The Lucky Clovers not looking good here, nor the Ash Flowers, the Brainstorms, the Snow Skaters, notably, who managed to survive so many rounds in their heat without getting a single strike. But now we move on to round 2, as several teams already looking pretty solid for this championship. But the Brainstorms fall off once again, not looking good for them. Meanwhile, the Lucky Clovers will be the first ones down, taking that quick orange route on the right side. Meanwhile, Mach 5, Team Toucan, Malware Monsters, several of the main contenders, the Maze Runners even, will be making it down. I think there might have only been 1 strike here. The Brainstorms definitely didn't make it. Or was there someone else who fell out off the track and I didn't notice? We'll have to see when the graphic comes on screen, but no, it will just be the Brainstorms with Neuron taking their 2nd strike here. Half these teams still don't have a single strike as we're already hitting into round 3.
Yeah, a lot of eyes on the Maze Runners here. They need to finish 8th place for the Luna Monster to have any chance of victory. They also need to do poorly in this event. The Malware Monsters are off there on the left side. The Maze Runners also do need to do poorly in this heat, in this final, to give any chance to the Malware Monsters and the Mach 5 here. I don't know if anyone else is even going to be still in contention for the victory here. And the Maze Runners are doing a great job of keeping composed here. No strikes for them. In fact, Malware Monsters the only ones to get a strike in this round. But 3 marbles remain here in this without a single strike. The Lucky Clovers go instantly falling off.
Not looking good for the Lucky Clovers. Meanwhile, the Maze Runners will be making it down once again. The Snow Skaters are off. I didn't even notice them. And Mach 5 come across last, but I think that's only 4 or 5 marbles. They make it to the end once again. Only about half the teams making it. Oh, the Lucky Clovers. I didn't even notice them. They've been struggling once again this event. And the Snow Skaters falling off here. Team Toucan as well. That's another one of the outside contenders that could still win. But the Snow Skaters and Lucky Clovers already on their 2nd strike now. Team Toucan on their 1st. But still no one passed the 2nd strike. It's already on round 5. Who was that? I think that was the Brainstorms. Well, speak of the devil, they will be getting their 3rd strike now. Meanwhile, the Lucky Clovers fall off as well. That's another bad one for them. Ooh, and somebody must have hit the fan stands once again. It looks like something terrible happened there. But either way, the Snow Skaters will fall off as well. But not a good round for many of these teams.
Yeah, I think the Maze Runners will pick up their first strike. Snow Skaters their third strike. Did they perhaps expend their energy too much in the heat with their great heat performance? But yeah, 3 marbles getting on their third strike, and the Maze Runners will get their first. The Snow Skaters will get on their third, but only go here to round 6. We still have at least 1 marble, I believe, that still has no strikes in this final. They're in a great position to perhaps get this final gold medal, as we have a few marbles already making it to the end. Mach 5 will be a late entrant, but Team Toucan will stall out there towards the bottom. Heartbreaking for them, and the Brainstorms also stalling out very, very high up the course. I'm not sure how many strikes they're on, but that will add 1 more to their tally. The Maze Runners, after their first strike in the last run, they're looking very good here. Definitely the top-seeded contender to claim this championship, as 2 marbles are already on their fourth strike. That's the Snow Skaters and the Brainstorms. This could be their final round if they're not careful here in round 7.
And down they come now. The Snow Skaters, Lucky Clovers will make it to the end. The Ash Flowers, Maze Runners as well. Did anyone get a strike here? I didn't see a single team get stuck. And as we look back up here, did anyone get stuck? Did anyone fall off? And I didn't notice. And no one did. No one will get a strike in this round. Very impressive by them. Mach 5 still don't have a single strike yet. The Maze Runners and Malware Monsters also looking very solid. As we move on to round 8 now. The Maze Runners, the Lucky Clovers fall off immediately. Not a great round for them. Meanwhile, Team Toucan looking off to a good start. And the Malware Monsters will just barely make it through that bit of the track. Meanwhile, it looks like a lot of teams making it to the end. I think at least one team got a strike here, but not a lot. And the Snow Skaters, another one of the main contenders. They've already got several strikes at this point. It's not looking good for their championship hopes. They were already a very slim chance with several of these main contenders in the final, but it's not looking good for them. And they are out, actually. That is their 5th strike, and Surf goes down. That also means that the Lunamoths can no longer win the championship. The Maze Runners are guaranteed to pass them. Here you can see the updated standings now. The Maze Runners have passed them. Meanwhile, the Malware Monsters and Mach 5 are the only other contenders left.
It's whittling down as we get whittle down with the last marbles in this event. Mach 5 goes hurtling off the course. There's going to be some collisions there on the Quadrilla there as we get our first entrance into the catch basin here. Everyone does actually a great job of recovering from those collisions and descending down just enough momentum to get down to the end. The Mach 5 overshooting there, that is a real possibility here on the Quadrilla, and the Mach 5 unfortunately will pick up their first strike. They were the last team to get a strike in this final, but they still have a chance of winning this event here, and they're on 1 strike along with the Maze Runners here, who teams desperately need to hope that they will get more strikes here as we go further and further into this final. Our first finishers in this round, the Malware Monsters will fall in the catch basin. That'll be a strike for them. The Ash Flowers are done here. The Maze Runners are also done. It's a good sign for the other teams, as Team Toucan and Mach 5 will both get to the end here. Mach 5 will be, I think, the only team on 1 strike left here in this final.
The Brainstorms are done. That is another team out, and we already have our top 6 now. As we look at the updated standings, once again, the Maze Runners have already guaranteed that they will be beating Lunamoths. Meanwhile, the Malware Monsters and Mach 5 already need a gold or a silver in order to win this one, and they also need to depend on the others failing miserably. But meanwhile, it looks like they're not doing that. Mach 5 will make it to the end immediately. Where are the Ash Flowers must have fallen off somewhere. Meanwhile, the Maze Runners are getting stuck there on the alternating block. They're another one of those teams that the others need to rely on failing in order to have a chance at winning. Meanwhile, it looks like several other teams making it to the end, which is pivotal for them. It looks like the Ash Flowers on the right side must have fallen off somewhere higher up the course. Not a great sign for them. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like anybody going out here, but the Ash Flowers and Maze Runners, now on their 3rd strike, suddenly they're not looking so safe. Meanwhile, the Lucky Clovers also are on their 4th strike as we head into round 12 now. The Maze Runners leading their way down, the Malware Monsters as well. They make contact with each other, but they will keep moving. Meanwhile, it looks like they're already getting down to the end. Team Toucan makes it. Mach 5, the Malware Monsters, but where are the Lucky Clovers?
I have no idea where the Lucky Clovers are. They must have got stuck or fallen off higher up. Ooh, did they fall off in that zone, in that left side? I'm not sure. I don't see them moving after that. And they will be on their 5th strike. The Lucky Clovers will be done here. They'll get 5th place in this event. Ash Flowers also the only other marble to get a strike here. So they'll be on their 4th strike. It's starting to get very close to that 5 mark, already reaching that 5 mark for 3 of the marbles in this final. As the Lucky Clovers are done, we have our top 5 left in this event here. The Mach 5, the Team Toucan. Mach 5 will get stuck there. Maze Runners will get stuck there. Actually, several marbles will be stuck here. I don't see the Malware Monsters anywhere, though. And it'll be just 1 marble finishing. Ash Flower is the only marble to finish what was a very treacherous round. Oh, and some contact there. Shoving aside, perhaps, was that the Malware Monsters, they're going to be falling off here. And, well, the Maze Runners did get stuck here. Malware Monsters and Mach 5 couldn't capitalize, all of them getting a strike, but the Maze Runners are very close to that 5th one.
Yeah, it's suddenly looking dangerous for every single team here. You know, it looks like they're playing it a lot more safe here as the Ash Flowers, Maze Runners, or not the Maze Runners, now the Maze Runners, but Team 2 can make it as well. Everybody makes it down to the end here, and this is another round where we'll see nobody get a strike, as after seeing that last round where so many teams did, it's starting to look dangerous. Meanwhile, we look at it now, nobody getting a strike here, but Mach 5 looking very safe with only 2 strikes. Malware Monsters only have 3, but everyone else is on their 4th strike. And here we go to round 15 now. Will anyone go out here? The Mach 5 still doing well here. Ash Flowers as well. Ooh, the Mach 5 will get pushed aside by the Malware Monsters, but I think the Malware Monsters will get stuck up there. Yes, they will. Ooh, Mach 5 can't quite make it to the end. They'll fall off at the very last moment, but both of those teams were the only ones left that didn't have 4 strikes. The Malware Monsters will now be on their 4th, and Mach 5 will be on their 3rd. Suddenly, everyone is looking like they're in danger as we're getting later into this event. Yes, they will. Mach 5, with their captain, only has 3 strikes, but everyone else is on 4 strikes. Anything can happen as we head into round 16.
Yeah, this will almost certainly result in some eliminations here. All these marbles need to be as careful as possible here, but they also want to do their best to get the other marbles to get a strike. Oh, but they're definitely holding on to the defense here. All the marbles will make it here. They know that if they get out here, it might be done for them, unless you're the Mach 5. But even then, they only have 1 fewer strike than the other 4 marbles here. Any round here could be the deciding factor for the medals or the gold medal here. We're going to go on to round 17 here. Will we even reach a 20th round? But off we go here. I don't see the Maze Runners moving. I believe the Maze Runners will be done in this event here, as the other 2 championship challengers will make it to the end. They took their time there, but both of them will make it to the end there. And so I believe the Maze Runners will be the only team that will get a strike here, and they will bow out in this event in 5th place. Now, how critical is that for the championship here? They'll get 4th place in this event, or 5th place in this event, and the other 4 make up our top 4 in this event here.
And the Maze Runners are done. Suddenly they are out, and it is not looking good for them. But now we head on to round 18 with only 4 marbles left as we're coming down. Team 2 again looking solid here. The Ash Flowers, Malware Monsters, Mach 5. Most of these teams still have something to fight for, and it looks like they're all going to get down to the end. Ooh, the Ash Flowers slow to a crawl there, but they will still make it to the end. These top 4 are fighting for everything they can, getting 0 strikes here across the board, but everyone is so close to getting eliminated, and everything counts with the championship on the line. Mach 5 have the advantage with only 3 strikes, but everyone else still at 4 as we're coming down to the last few rounds. As we head to round 19 now, the Mach 5 will not be leading the way. That'll be Team Toucan, as well as the Malware Monsters going side by side there. Oh, and Mach 5 are off! They're the only team left with 3 strikes, and now they're on their 4th. Will anyone else get a strike? No, but everyone is on their 4th strike now. Anything can happen with a single strike, eliminating any of our 4 teams.
It could not be closer than this between our top 4 here. The one team that wouldn't be eliminated with a strike is now on that level playing field with 4 strikes for the Malware Monsters, Mach 5, Ash Flowers, and Team Toucan here. This could decide it all here in round 20. It's been a long and arduous event, and the Ash Flowers will go hurtling off. The other 3, will they all finish? It looks like the Team Toucan will. Malware Monsters will, they'll be the last ones here, but those 3 will be our final 3 in this event. Our podium is decided for this finale. The question is in what order here, and critically, I'm not sure if the Maze Runners can even still win. With the Mach 5 and the Malware Monsters both getting in the top 2, I believe they would need the Mach 5 to get silver and the Malware Monsters to get bronze for the Maze Runners to have any chance of victory. But it's looking very good for Malware Monsters and the Mach 5 here. Either of them, if they claim this gold, they will win this championship. But Team Toucan also looking to play spoiler, but they'll also fall off here.
It is over for Team Toucan. They're done. It's down to our last 2 contenders. The Malware Monsters and Mach 5 are the only teams left, and with the Malware Monsters not getting bronze, I believe that guarantees the Maze Runners will not be winning the championship here. But either one of these teams, whoever wins this, will be winning the championship now. Mach 5 with their captain, the Malware Monsters with their captain. They're the only 2 teams left, and they will be fighting it out for both the gold medal and the championship for their teams. They're the only teams left. The Malware Monsters have already guaranteed they will pass the Maze Runners, but will Mach 5 be able to pass the Malware Monsters? It all comes down to this as we head into the last few rounds. There are the 2 captains, Arrow and Spyware, fighting it out for the championship. And down we come. Mach 5 will be not leading the way. That is the Malware Monsters. They are leading the way right now. Both of these teams staying far apart from each other, playing it very safe as Mach 5 taking the left path. The Malware Monsters are already down, and it looks like neither team will be getting their last strike here. That means we'll have to go to another round here to determine the championship.
And it all comes down to this for the championship here. The team that hasn't won a single gold and the team that won the first gold here, Mach 5, will get out in front once again. Will they make it to the end? I don't see them. I don't see the Mach 5. The Malware Monsters, all they need to do is finish the course, and they will. Did the Mach 5 finish the course? I'm not sure if that was them finishing it quick or if the Malware Monsters just won the championship here.
I believe they did both make it to the end, but here we go once again. Both of these teams are so close to elimination. Malware Monsters are looking fast here, and Mach 5, they're slow to a crawl. They're not going to make it. Mach 5 are done. It is over. The championship goes to the Malware Monsters, and just like that, it is over. The Malware Monsters, running out of the catch brace, and to celebrate, the Malware Monsters with their captain have won the championship of QxQ, celebrating with their team. They have done what no team has done before, and they will be winning this Quadrilla tournament.
Congratulations to the Malware Monsters, being the epitome of consistency this entire tournament. Not a single gold up to this point, but Spyware, the captain, gets it done in the finale, ahead of Aero and Arakari. Just about. Malware Monsters had it. The Mach 5 were so close. They will be still getting a final podium result. Congratulations to them. Thank you all so much for watching what has been a wonderful tournament of QxQ. I've been Ramen Powder, this has been Quack, and thank you for watching.